Here with John Adams.
Hello.
And I live in Atlanta, Georgia, and John is just outside of Atlanta, and you were doing a Google search.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could share what you were searching for.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I found Elicia through a Google search, and I was searching about the mental and emotional effects of Candida, and just looking for more information on that for myself. And through that, I found your videos.
And it's something that's not talked about, so people are experiencing the mental and emotional effects of Candida,
Mm-hmm.
and also how the mental and emotional affects Candida.
Right.
So what, in your experience, in your healing journey, if you could just explain what you experienced.
Right.
And what helped?
Well, what I started to notice for myself was, as I was working through this Candida process, that I would have issues, emotional and different moods come up when I was in a heavy detox or die-off part of the process. And at first I didn't really notice this as a pattern, but gradually I started to see that these moods and emotions were things that I was dealing with that would come up in these more situations that I felt were related to the die-off. And so as that started to happen, I started to understand that pattern and realize that I could basically not identify with those things. And it helped me to deal with it, just having that awareness.
So as you were cleansing the Candida, then you started to experience yourself more. Is that right?
Right. I definitely had certain behavior patterns and things that that were just part of my life that I came to feel were normal parts of me, but they were not positive traits and not things that I wanted to hold on to in the long term. And I found those things, actually, I would have to deal with those more in these die-off phases. And so as I started to learn that, I started to realize and that that's not what I wanted to have in my life. And that's not what I wanted to have as a behavior pattern. So I started to work to actively change those things.
Mm-hmm. And so in the healing journey of Candida, it starts with the diet and antifungals. And most people think that's what heals. That is what helps heal the condition. And it actually is what helps you feel what's been repressed. And it heightens your self-awareness. It can.
Mm-hmm.
Not everyone is that aware and actively working with themselves.
Right.
And that's a key in the healing journey, is to stay with the process of what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And allow old repressed emotions to release. And the way you do that is to feel them, and then to become aware of the thoughts that are contributing to negative emotions.
Right.
That do get stored in the body and that the body reacts to. It's not only food that causes physical reactions, it's the negative emotions in the body that is reacting. So.
Right, and that was just confirmed for me in this process, and that's not really what I set out to do. I had physical digestive issues and other physical issues that I eventually discovered were related to Candida, and so that's what really put me on this process to begin with. But as I started to work through it, then eventually it came around to this emotional and psychological and spiritual aspect, and to me that was really surprising at first. Now it's not surprising to me at all, but I think that it's an important thing to share, and I'm glad to have found you and that you're sharing this part of it, because it's important to be aware of as a person that's that's on this journey.
Yeah, that's it. So, and everyone's journey is different. And so I wish all of you the best in your own process, and to stay with it with awareness, and allow yourself to continue to feel and release. So, thank you, John.
Thank you.